I'm definitely always inspired by these two and their dedication and work ethic. That's something that I remember when I would come over to the house. It would be, I don't know, a Saturday, and they were coming back from 6 a.m. working on a house, and they're exhausted, and then all of a sudden, like, we're trying to do fun stuff, and they're just laying on the couch because they're beat.
Cleaning hoarders' houses.
Bro, are you fucking kidding me?
Can we talk about this?
This is ridiculous. We were 10 years old, 12 years old. Dad's like, come on, we're going to work.
Bro.
And yo, you see the show Hoarders on TV? These are the houses we were cleaning. I remember some of the gunk I'd have to scrape out of corners.
Right.
Disgusting.
I remember one house we cleaned out. You walked into the house and it was 3 feet of stuff.
Yeah.
You had to walk 3 feet above the ground, and we had to clean out the whole entire house. And I remember cleaning out like hundreds of these like VHS porn tapes.
My God.
Yeah.
And I was just like, had gloves on. I'm just thinking to myself, like, bro, this shit has come all over it. Like, what the fuck?
Right. It was totally gross. And the guy that lived in that house was a finance manager at a large company. And every single day he went to work, wore a suit, looked great. And he was an absolute freak.
Isn't it crazy how you never know who the fucking freaks are?
You don't know.
Yeah, that's I'm always scared to visit chicks' houses that I like because I mean, what's the percentage of women our age who are pigs living like slobs? It's high. It's higher than you think.
That house, my buddy that set the job up or who knew the hoarder and I cleaned it out. These guys are running around and I would tell them, I go, hey, you guys are getting a flat fee. You're going to get $400. If you get done in 6 hours, you get $400. Nice. If you're done in 20 hours, you get the same amount of money. So they're going up and down. And this electrician starts talking to Jake. And Jake looks at him and goes, I can't talk to you. And he keeps moving. And the guy comes back and he's like, why, what's wrong? And Jake goes, unless you're going to pay me to talk to you, you're slowing me down.
No, I said that to him.
Time is money.
Here's how I know, because the electrician called my buddy and he's like, you're not going to believe it. These kids were busting their ass. And basically this 14, 13-year-old kid told me to stop talking to him because he wanted to continue to work.
We would go so hard
as fuck.
And we would work so fast through those houses. It would take us like two days max, 12 hours, 14-hour days.
Yeah.
I also remember anytime we would work with like one of your friends, or I would work for like Craig, for example, your friend, and I'd mulch his lawn and stuff. I remember I always wanted to make it a point to exceed his expectations and like shake his hand, look him in the eye when I did it, work extra hard. Because when your friends would call you and be like, yo, your boys are really good, and then you'd relay the message to me.
Felt good.
So motivating.
Right. And my friends were like me, like, you know, there's some parents like, oh, the kid showed up and he raked for an hour. He worked so hard. Fuck you. Your kid didn't work hard. Your kid's a little bitch. Make him work. And these guys would work for 6-8 hours and then they'd be like, hey, these guys are busting ass.
Other than the money, how did you inspire these kids to do that?
Well, the money was a huge motivator. The other thing is like some of the houses that we did with the hoarding.
Wait, what money?
Yeah, that's what I was just gonna ask. I think you paid us for like 10% of the jobs we did.
Bruh, I didn't get no fucking money.
Yeah, I just remember working for free for a lot of those years.
Wait, hold on. I think you had a Jeep.
Oh, you bought me a $3,000 car after I worked for 9 million hours from the age of 10 to 16. It was like if I calculated the hours from 10 to 16 and I paid myself minimum wage, I would have been able to buy a Lamborghini.
Oh, God.
Nice. This is why you are where you are in YouTube. You are a phenomenal storyteller. That is great. 9 million hours.
I mean, no, I remember when I was like 13 and I went to mom. I was like, hey, Mom, Dad's making us work a lot. She's like, yeah, but child labor laws. And bro, I could have sworn those didn't apply to us.
No. Well, here's the thing. The only way I could make it happen is I had to give your mom 50%. So she was getting a cut. I'd be like, Mom, or Pam, here's your hush money. Just keep child services.
So wait, you were paying Pam and not the kids?
Well, because I wanted them to learn the work ethic, because I knew that if they had the work ethic, no matter what happens in their life, no matter what shitstorm comes up to them, no matter how deep the mud is, they're going to fucking get out. They're going to keep plugging forward, and they're going to succeed and make it.
I've said this before. That's the secret. Like, how'd you do it? I literally will outwork everyone. Like that's ta-da, it's just the work ethic. So as fucking I'll use the word like horrible. And as much as I didn't like it back then, it's probably the core reason why I am where I am. And it wasn't an accident. Like you did it twice.
Right.
You're 2 for 2.